Greetings and salutations, people of the internet. This is Master RBG, and as some of you may know, I'm a longtime fan of the Pokemon series. But just because I'm a fan doesn't mean that I don't occasionally take issue with changes made to the series. And while I'll applaud the Pokemon Company for always trying to improve game balance and keeping things fresh, there has been one constant failure in the series. And what is that constant thing? Why, it's inconsistency. Way too often we'll get a cool new feature in a Pokemon game, only to have it disappear and never to return, basically following that point. Well, a new set of Pokemon games has been announced, and with that in mind, I'd like to talk about some things that I really think should be in these games. 10 features that, if included, it'll be guaranteed to make these the best Pokemon games ever. So, without further ado, the top 10 Pokemon game mechanics ever. At least as of right now. Number 10. Avatar customization / clothing options. This feature was an immediate hit with the fan base. Enough so that, despite some hesitation, they ultimately did decide to include it in Pokemon Sun and Moon as well. They even expanded upon aspects like hairstyles and accessories, and that's great. Now, just don't remove this feature and the fan base won't blow up like Megaton in Fallout. Number 9. Pokemon that follow behind you. Technically speaking, we've had and lost this feature twice. We first got it back in Pokemon Yellow version, although it only applied to Pikachu back then. Then this feature disappeared until 4th Gen gave us Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and we could literally have any Pokemon in the entire Pokédex follow behind us. We were even able to talk to them. It was a cool feature that everyone liked, and then it disappeared never to be seen again. It was revealed a while back that there was unused data in Sun and Moon containing walking cycles for pretty much every Pokemon, so obviously this was a late cut from the game. Seriously, Pokemon Company, get your act together and bring back this fan favorite feature. Come on, guys. Number 8. Poképelago. Okay, its implementation and introduction may have been a little, awkward, but overall, it is a very useful feature, with uses ranging from portable berry farming, mining for and finding various evolution stones and valuables, hatching Pokemon, increasing the happiness of your Pokemon, Eevee training, and actually making use of your Pokemon on the PC. Although, if it is brought back in future generations or future games, can we please fix the Eevee training aspect? Because it was really awful compared to, like, super training from 6th Gen. Number 7. Daily, weekly events, and seasons. For some strange reason, this feature kept going back and forth between being used and not used every generation. With an internal clock and calendar readily available within the 3DS, I'm rather surprised that the various time mechanics weren't all integrated into the first 3DS Pokemon games. I can understand why seasons couldn't be brought into Sun and Moon since, you know, they're based on a tropical region, but seriously, a lot more could have been done with events and Pokemon encounter rates dealing with time, and days of the week, and seasons than what we've explored so far. If nothing else, it gives the player a reason to keep coming back to play every day, regardless of season. Come on, Nintendo, Animal Crossing taught you that. Number 6. Secret bases and the underground. Having your own personalized secret base was pretty cool, and so was running around and exploring the underground back in the day. You could visit your friend's base, battle an AI version of them using their team. Given how many stones, fossils, and other evolution items are difficult to obtain these days, this could be a fun way to solve that problem, and give the players a social space to run around in with their friends. Unlike before, it doesn't need to just be limited to local wireless anymore. Number 5. Keeping and using elements like Mega Evolution and Z moves, and not just ignoring them until post-game. Okay, I'd like to reiterate here that this list goes for any future Pokemon games, not just Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. One of the things that annoyed me in Pokemon Sun and Moon was the sudden and unexpected disappearance of the entire concept of Mega Evolution for pretty much the entire game. You only gain access to it after beating the game, and even then, you only have access to a tiny number of the Mega Evolution Stones. The rest have to be obtained from online events and as reward for online competitions. Please don't do this with Z moves and their items next gen, or repeat this madness with Mega Evolutions either. They're both core mechanics, they're part of regular Pokemon battles now. Don't try to drop them after the fact. Number 4. Super Training. This helped so many players get their teams ready for competitive online play. People who couldn't wrap their heads around the convoluted system that old battle axes like me figured out ages ago could suddenly compete. Since breeding was made so much easier in 6th gen, and more streamlined, it only made sense to do the same thing with Eevee training. And this was a pretty good way of doing it. And Lord knows it's way faster and more fun than the Eevee training method from Pokepelago. Number 3. Poke Ride. Finally! Freaking finally! The constant irritation that was HMs can go crawl in a hole and die. No more HM slaves. We just summon a monster to help us deal with an obstacle real quick, and then move on with the game. No more limiting our teams to just 5 real Pokemon for battle, and one poor schmuck who has to have as many HM moves as possible so we don't get stuck exploring the next cave or route. Please, Pokemon Company, don't make us go back to HMs. Please? Number 2. O-Powers and the PSS. The old saying is true. You don't know what you have until it's gone. The PSS was the best designed online system in Pokemon history. At a glance, you could easily see if any of your friends were online, and tap their face to ask for a battle or a trade. And O-Powers were shockingly useful without making them stupid easy early on, since you had to level them up to actually get the best use out of them. Heck, you could level up your O-Powers by using them on your friends. By the end of the game, you had it made in the shade if you leveled up your O-Powers along the way. Breeding was a breeze with the egg hatching O-Power fully leveled up. Getting fancy clothes, or maybe the Eevee vitamins, was easy if you use the prize money O-Power and bargain O-Powers once they're fully leveled up. These were both great features that need to be brought back in future generations. Number 1. The original Battle Frontier and/or Pokemon World Tournament. This has been a long time coming. People loved the original Battle Frontier. They even liked the Soul, Silver, and Heart Gold versions of it. And the World Tournament, which admittedly sounds like something stolen straight out of Dragon Ball Z, was pretty amazing too. They all added something special to their respective games for replayability. Something that has been severely lacking in more recent Pokemon games. A battle tower, tree, or subway is no substitute for the fun to be had in the World Tournament, much less the Battle Frontier. These weren't just unique venues for battling tough opponents, and coincidentally a good way of preparing for online competitive scene, but surprisingly a good way of using your more often than not ignored Pokemon. Pokemon that would otherwise serve no purpose can end up quite useful in some of the strange and entertaining battles in the Battle Frontier. If nothing else, we've seen a few possibilities for additions to the Battle Frontier's variety of strange and unusual battle types. we've seen inverse battles, we've seen sky battles, and four-way battles. I could easily see a couple new arenas being added for competitions revolving around such battle styles in a new and updated battle frontier. Anyways, that's my list of the top 10 best Pokemon game mechanics. Did you agree with any of these? Did you have one that you think should have been on the list? Let me know down in the comments below. Anywho, that does it for me this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed making it for you. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of my nonsense in the future, then hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like a couple of suggestions from me as far as other videos made by yours truly, then how about these? Over here, you can check out my review for Kingdom New Lands. And over here, you can check out my top 10 Pokemon Villain Teams video. If you like this one, you'll definitely enjoy that one. Anywho, that does it for me this week, guys. This is Master RBG, signing off.